Hey Pisces, your July tarot reading is ready. I'm Eleanor. Welcome to Pink Pearl Tarot. Your theme is magic, and your bonus message says strength. When your roots are deep, you need not fear the storm. So this is a great time for grounding so that you can reach into the unknown and expand your belief in yourself and the unseen. But I have pulled 3 clarifiers to get more information on what they're getting at with this. So the first one, you have the Two of Swords reversed. So this concept is not meant to be a thinker for you. Suspense, cynicism, and skepticism, and trying to make sense out of it, and open up to a new possibility that you haven't considered. Drop into your heart and your instinct to access it. So clear your mind with 10 deep breaths, and then just feel the tingle of magic in your palms and in your fingertips and in your just coursing through you. Now your second clarifier is the King of Wands. This is you wielding and in full possession of your power and magic. And I'm drawn to how bottom heavy this image is, so rooted and weighted down, and yet like channeling all this energy outward and upward. Or is it channeling it down into himself? Either way, your magic is your strength and your strength is your magic. The King of Wands represents a lens that you put on through which you see the world, or a facet of your psyche. So this is you believing in yourself, identifying as a magic being, a magician, a witch, a practitioner of some kind, accessing your creative and your co-creative energy. Now your third clarifier is the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Speaking of co-creative, you aren't working alone. You have all of the universe, the collective unconscious, nature spirits, ancestors, all working together, all supporting, assisting, guiding. So there is an honoring of the interconnectedness of all things, and no one is an island. It's like you're not creating something out of nothing, but drawing in towards you through your existing energetic channels, what is already in the flow, what is already for you. Okay, getting into your week to week, you have for the first week of July, the Three of Swords. So here's my little Three of Swords disclaimer. When dealing with trauma or major wound healing, it wouldn't hurt to engage with a professional. And nothing in this video is, can be, or claims to be mental health advice. That would be totally illegal. I know nothing. Tarot responsibly, people. So anyway, I see 2 things as you come into July. For one, grounding and working on a healing chronic emotional trigger or a harmful self-talk, rewriting or reframing a painful story from your past in order to remove metaphorical mines from the ground that you're building on, digging up the landmines that are wired to your triggers and diffusing them so that your foundation is safe. Now, secondly, you could be deciding to access magic or spirituality or higher powers to tackle and address this healing process. Now, week 2, you have the Magician. Of course, duh, right? Like, here you really may actually be creating something out of nothing. And the word I'm getting with this is activated. Activating your will and drive, channeling your emotions, communicating effectively with the world, your guides, and your intuition, and gathering and leveraging your physical resources to draw your thoughts and desires into the material world, into your reality from a vision. And this is you at your most powerful in all of the ways. You are making it happen. Now, week 3, you have the Six of Swords. So things do calm down here, almost like coasting downhill. That second week really could take a lot out of you. I don't know if you have seen like the movie, there's an old cartoon, The Secret of Nim, or The Fifth Element. But the climaxes of both of these show Mrs. Brisby and Lilu channeling all of this magical power to save the day. And when it's over, they just completely slump over, exhausted, spent. And so this is like a post-effort release and quiet as the magic works for you behind the scenes after you have, done all your part. Once again, the Strength card, it says, when your roots are deep, you need not fear the storm. So this is post-storm peace for a job well done. Okay, week 4, you have the Tower. So if you set intentions or set things in motion under Magician energy that involve freedom of some sort, you could see it come through for you here. Now, it wouldn't be right for me to gloss over that I do see a bit of a warning with the Tower, but this is what tarot is for. It's to help you not hit the icebergs, right? It's calling your attention to these roots that you are planting, and are they as deep as they need to be so that you can weather more storms. And also a side note, if you are experimenting with magic practices of some kind, mostly if you're a beginner, I've personally never had it happen, but I'm only experimenting with sigil making, which is relatively safe. But from what I hear, spells can backfire if you do something off and you were not experienced. Mostly with Tower energy, it's about building with integrity, not rigidity. So on a more exciting note, something could really obliterate some kind of worldview that has previously kept you safe, small, and stuck. And you also have the Tower in your love section, so whatever that message there is referring to could come to fruition in this later week of July. Now for work and career, you have Judgment with the Six of Pentacles. Now for the self-employed, major confirmation of being on the right path. I hear you saying, this is why I love what I do. This is why I do what I do. You could see a resurgence in popularity of an old idea, an old product line, a piece that you've painted, or like a song that you made a long time ago, suddenly getting attention. Something is definitely coming back around to you. There's a sense of it being your time and your turn. I'm hearing, oh, how the turntables. Now, for those of you employed in an organization, for some of you, if you applied for a job a while ago, you could finally be hearing something, or you could be getting some decisions you've been waiting on regarding pay, being paid what you're worth, being put into a higher role more suited to your talents, maybe a role that was always meant for you, but it was just now finally being vacated. Maybe they were waiting for someone to retire, or some of you could be retiring. You're getting paid back for something here. So contracts could be renewed under this energy if you're like a 1099 person. Now for love, you have the Queen of Swords and the Tower. Now for couples, honesty is the only thing that could prevent some kind of collapse of trust here. There is love, like my love readings only read where love exists. So don't let that into your mind, but some very honest and transparent communication is in order for this connection. The Tower indicates something coming down that was never built on a firm foundation to begin with. So there might need to be something kind of like shaken up and shaken loose and gotten out so you can kind of start over. It is either preventable or it's repairable, but you have to speak your mind. Now for singles, someone or you, like you or an interest, their transparency and truth could totally rock the other person's world. Someone is in awe of how the other person talks. I'm hearing, no one's ever spoken to me like that. Communication is the only way to bring down some walls between you and another potential partner. High caliber communication now could prevent something from crumbling later. So remember that strength card. When your roots are deep, you need not fear the storm. Speak these deep roots into existence. Knit your minds together with deep, vulnerable honesty and conversation. And if they get scared away, good. I mean, they were not capable of this strength if they cannot handle that communication and that honesty. That's kind of like the Queen of Swords herself speaking right there, coming out to demonstrate her energy. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. It looks like a pretty crazy but also awesome month for you, and I'll talk to you next time. Thank you.